Michelle, I have a bit of voice back. So I actually need to just pace myself because my voice has been on. And it sucks because you're trying to sing and you're all off key and it's just a hot mess, you know? So we're going to talk about one of our favorite stories. And this story has touched so many people. I talk about this story all the time. There's a lot of different ways, different takes on this story. And the way that we're approaching this is we're making it personal to our life and our walk. Everything you do, you need to put God at the center. That's my belief. That was what I'm practicing. I fail sometimes and try to rely on my human strength. Let me know where you guys are listening from. What city, what state, what country? Because I love that. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. This is Good Tea for Life, the moment where we just talk about positive things. And we love putting God at the center, using the word so that we can actually live every day and have all the success. And God gets all the glory. Delaware in the house. One thing that I'm super passionate about, I'm doing this because I believe that a lot of churches, not all churches, I love church. I do not hate church. People that keep trying to make that my thing, that's your thing. That's your problem. Because what I'm saying is convicting you. But anyway, the problem is you go to church, a lot of people, certain churches, and you don't have any common sense of like daily stuff. So how do you make the word spiritual and also with the spiritual walk? That's the obvious part that church handles. But then how do you take this and apply this to your everyday life so that you can grow and be successful? Don't nobody want to be born and be broke. Don't nobody want to be born having cars repoed and not understanding how to do a basic budget or how to advance in their career or how to get fit or how to overcome their, addiction to food, addiction to sex. Like these are the things that we need to talk about, right? And so that's what we're doing, darlings. For all of you who are interested in that, keep watching. So today we're going to talk about an amazing conversation that we have all the time. And it's about the talents because it's one of my favorite scriptures. And we're getting ready to actually do the Start Boot Camp. If you guys have not heard about that, we just made it up yesterday. And I'm super excited about it. I've been just mapping out what we're actually going to do for 14 days. And it is a boot camp. And most people are struggling with starting something. Or you started, you stopped because you got all into your failures and why it won't work and why you're not qualified. And you're beating yourself up. And so you're every single day that you don't do what you feel you should be doing, it's eating you up and it's making you frustrated. And so that's why you have depression. When I am going through depression, I am thinking about something that has happened to me and I am living in that. I am thinking about who I think I should be and who I'm not. And why don't I have this? I am living in that. Is that true or false? Who can tell me about their version of depression? It's when you're sitting up just, whoa, you're in the stuff. I didn't have this. He left me. Somebody took something from me. I was raped 10 years ago. You're sitting in the past, okay? So how do we get past that? We start. My cousin called me and said, my cousin knew the abuse that I went through. She saw the black eyes. She knew it firsthand. She knew the idiot that did it. So she said, how is your life the way that it is today? Because I decided that I'm not going to live in depression. I decided that I'm not going to live this life of, whatever. And so boom, here we are. And I believe that we all can do that. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to prove God. Proving God every single day means overcoming depression, overcoming procrastination, overcoming whatever. You say you want to work out, you finally freaking started, right? And one thing that I'm good at and one thing that I get on a daily basis is people saying, Keisha, whatever something I said or a class that they took from me, it helped them start, right? And so we decided that we're going to do this Start Camp. I'll give you more details on that later. It's at LakeishaMichelle.com as well. If you want to start something and you've been procrastinating and you would like a coach like myself, who I've taken nothing and made, like I traveled the world, I create whatever I feel like I want to do next, I'm going to do it. That's my superpower. Starting and motivating you to get started. So I'll get into the details of what that boot camp is going to be. But now we're going to talk about something that I've actually taught about before, but I think that we need to keep looking at this and we need to look at it for a long time and keep looking at our lives and making changes. Okay. Candace says, yes. Tamara says, good morning. What's up, mama? Yes. Right. I'm just saying, you may disagree. That's cool. Whatever. Like, I ain't here to, it's like, no. This is right on time for me. Thanks. You're welcome. Atlanta in the house, Michigan in the house, Queens, New York, and Kansas, Missouri, and Delaware in the building. Who else we got? Fallsburg, California. Margaret, hey, boo. Margaret, did you get I tagged you on our friend. Boop, 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 boop. I love that guy's videos. He'd be like, boop, boop. Do you guys follow, I don't know his name. I don't even know TC I Kill You. He's on Instagram. I love his videos. He always acts like all those different people. Do you guys follow him? You have to follow him because it just cracks me up. He has these different versions of women they It's hilarious. Anyway, Chicago in the building. What's up? So let's get through it. Let's see who else we got. St. Louis in the building, now Houston. Oh, so you repping your set and you in Houston. Okay, I see you. Vegas in the building. We are everywhere, you guys. I absolutely love it. So let's talk about it, okay? So here's the thing. If we love God, then we have to know that you're born with a purpose. I'm going to assume that we all, if you're watching me, you know, like I might be a little hood and ratchet at times and stuff like that, but you know I love God, okay? And I believe that we are all here and we all have been given something. You know what's interesting is that because of the media, a lot of times we discount what we are here to do. You don't value it, maybe because it's easy for you. And so you're just like, what? That's just what I do. Or maybe because it came wrapped in a package that you weren't expecting. For example, a lot of people that work corporate that have this itch to be an entrepreneur or start a side hustle, a lot of times they they feel like they don't have the entrepreneur thing when the very structure that corporate gives you is the thing that the average entrepreneur is lacking. And the corporate person can actually help the entrepreneur person with structure and systems because they got it from corporate. But because you don't value that and you see some version of what it is, what it ain't, then you're missing the gifts and talents. Miles Monroe told a story once about a lady who was struggling and he was like, you struggling, but you got a stove and some flour. He was like, go make cookies and sell them to the corporate offices next to you. Boom, gifts and talents, okay? Skill sets, you can cook. He was like, girl, you know how to cook. So you should be making plates. You need to exhaust all your resources, right? And so we're taking this scripture out of the spiritual sense and we're applying it to our lives. I believe that you can use the scripture for both. I don't think you should be, one or the other. I think you should be able to see the spiritual things from scripture as well as how do I make this in my everyday life? Because you are human and you got bills and stuff due and you have goals, okay, in this physical reality. So when you look at the scripture, one thing that I love is you can learn so much about characteristics from just studying the Bible, the scripture, right? So we're looking at Matthew 25:14-30. And it's the parable of the bags of gold, okay? How many guys are familiar with that story? Say yes in the comments. Phoenix, Arizona in the building. What's up, Lanisha? How many guys are familiar with that story? Let me know. Let me see some yeses. Let me see some fire emojis. I see yes. Okay, cool. Let's see. Tamara says boom with the fire emoji. If you're just watching me for the first time, I love the fire emoji. Give me some hearts. Share the stream with a friend. So let's get into it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna give you guys the backstory because I try to make this a 50-hour long live stream. There is a story in the Bible about a king, okay? He's a master. This master goes to his servants and he's about to go out of town. He's like, look, he has these servants and I'm gonna show you. I think it's the best to just draw it out because it makes life so simple. So here we are. And this is, I'm going to just give you this because it just makes it easy. So we have this master. So here's the map. Oh, what is happening? Why is this not working? Phooey. Okay, so now we need to go to regular paper. How about that? Because just trying to stop our shine, y'all. Can't stop our shine. Can't stop our shine. Stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. Always got backup. What? Okay. Screw the digital. We're going to go old school. So this is better because it's bigger anyway. So here's the master. Master has some gold. Okay. Now we're going to call it gold. You can call it talents in the Bible. There's different words. I see different meanings. But he had something that was extremely valuable. One of the things that I was studying said that actually what he was giving people, so the talents, they said it was worth, let me go look and see where I saw that. I don't know, it's gonna take me too long, but it was like really, 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 each talent was extremely valuable. So there's 3 servants, servant number 1, servant number 2, servant number 3. All right, so here's the master. You could equate that to God, okay? God comes down, he gives 3 people talents, okay? Skill sets, and giftings. He gives them all something, right? But it's all of different value, but they all received talent and skill set. Can we agree that all of us have different talents and skill sets? One may be have a bigger, weight than the other person, but can we agree? Let me see yes or no in the comments. This is not just me running my mouth. Talk to me. Let me see yes or no in the comments. But can we agree that each of us, if three people are in a room, this person may be a singer, this person may be a CEO, and this person may, have a cleaning business. All different paid work, blah, 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 but they all are valuable, right? Does that make sense? Cool. So here's the master. He gives each of these people different talents. Now, the first person, he gave 5. I should have drew that because these numbers may confuse you. So let's see. Let's make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First person, he gave 5. Okay. And then let me make sure you guys can hear. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Y'all can see. So first person, he gave 5. And then this is, I'm not making this up, y'all. Look at Matthew chapter 25. It says, okay. And this is a parable, you guys. It's a story. It's an example. A man going on a journey who called his servants and trusted his wealth to them. So to one, he gave 5 bags of gold. To another, he gave 1 bag of each. To another, 2, and to another 1, according to his ability. So this person got 2, and this person got 1. Now, they all got talents, but it was all based on their ability, what they're able to do. So here's what we shouldn't do. First lesson to me is like, don't look at this person shouldn't look at person number 1 and be jealous. This person shouldn't look at person number 1 and be comparing because you were given something. Here's the other thing as well. Could this person take this and grow it to something bigger and better? Yes. Is it going to take them some work and some skill set and some discipline? Yes. But can this person have their own version of success that will eventually equal to something like this one day? Yeah, if they decided to, right? And so anyway, in the parable, it says that the man is going on a journey, the master, he's going out of town, okay? He's going to leave, and then he's entrusted his wealth to them, okay? So each of them got different wealth based on their ability. Then he went on his journey. So he gave them what matched their ability. So you've been given something that matches what you can actually do right now, okay? So stop looking at so-and-so and just understand that God has already given you what you need. It is inside of you. This is a parable, which means this is a story, and it's an example of Jesus coming to earth. It's kind of like a little pre-thing, right? Jesus came to earth, gave everybody the keys to the kingdom, then he walked out, okay? Jesus is going to come back one day. That's the storyline. We're following the Bible. But in the meantime, your job is to flourish the kingdom with the kingdom principles, which means all of these things. It's character as well as wealth and abundance, because I don't believe that Jesus wants people walking around being broke. That's just my belief. Okay, so, okay, I do know the story. Right, okay, cool. So, and we know the story, but we got to really tap into and own what is actually happening here. So if you pay attention, so also the one with 2 bags, okay, wait, the man who received 5 bags. So person number one, the man who received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more. So he went to work at once is what literally stuck out in my spirit. At once, he worked, okay, and gained. So he ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting something for nothing. People always asking me for something for nothing. That doesn't make sense, okay? No, he went at once. What's his character? He took action. He was an action taker. And then he knew that he had to put some work in order to gain something. And so a lot of times we quit because we're tired of quote unquote working or whatever. But listen, You have to know that like, let's bring this back down to your day-to-day life. If you're tired, that means something that you're doing is not working. So then all you got to do is figure out, what am I doing? Why isn't it working? What's a new thing that I could do to possibly get this outcome? I'm committed to keep doing and keep rearranging this plan until I get this outcome. Some of y'all quit too soon. You're looking at your failures, and so that's why nothing's happening. This homeboy was smart. He went at once, so he was quick with it. Y'all taking all day. Everybody I talk to, I have this conversation every week with someone who says, Keisha, they want to do something that I've done. Created a 6-figure salon business, created a 6-figure online business, traveled all different countries, first class, looks like whatever. What are you talking about? What you want? Made some songs, made some music videos. Like, all of that stuff is because I go at once and I put the work in, and then stuff happens, okay? And if something fails, I'm not gonna just quit. I'm just gonna look back at what work I put in, because it didn't get me a gain. So I'm going to get back out there and figure it out until it gives me the gain that I need. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Are we awake? Yes or no? Y'all too quiet. What y'all doing? Comment, hello, talk back to your girl. I know y'all can't like physically talk to me, but I need to hear and see what is actually happening on the interweb. So homeboy went and he gained. Okay. So he took that at once, worked, and gained 5 more. So he doubled up. This sounds like a trap music song. He took that, doubled up, made it back. What? He's popping right now. Okay. He had 5 and he put his money to work and he gained 5 more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. So these people are taking what they were given and doubling up. Okay. So, but the man who received 1 bag went off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. So this ding dong put his money in there and made nothing. Okay. So you went and was fearful. This person was full of fear. This person was scared of risk. This person was scared. He has a lack mentality. If I invest, I'm going to lose. I don't want to lose because this is all I got. I'm scary. I'm scary. I'm scary is what you're saying to the universe. Okay. And so what you're getting is scary life. Scary life because you're getting limited thinking. You can have a day job, okay, and still be rolling basic. Why? Because you're not looking for other opportunities. You're acting like your day job is the only way for you to get success that you're seeking. It makes no sense. You have to look at what resources, gifts, and talents do I have? What am I not using that I could totally be leveraging right now? Some of you guys have books and products that you made. I don't know about it because everybody don't know about it. Everybody don't know my music. Everybody don't know my classes. So would I not teach this lesson again? I've already taught this before. Would I not teach it because I already taught it before? No, I'm going to teach it till I die. No, I'm going to sing my song, Act Like a Success, until I die. The end. Someone told me the other day, oh, we're going to do such and such when you settle down. I said, when I settle, I'll be under the dirt. Actually, they could cremate me because I could care less. Like, that's when I settle. So if you would like to actually do something, let's set a date. Because starting is the name of the game. Going at once, putting in the work, and gaining is the name of the game. Ain't nothing else to it. People don't like this because it pushes you and it makes you confront why you're actually not starting. Why don't we start? Why don't I up-level certain things? And why does it take me so long? It's the same as why you're not doing whatever you're not doing right now. It has everything to do with fear of losing something. It's too risky. I don't want to be judged. I'm scared. I'm going to play it safe. And everybody I talked to, especially at this hair show, I just came from this hair show. Everybody was talking about stuff like, you know, oh, when things settle, when my family, whatever. What the heck did you get into business for? If you talking about when your family settles or when you learn something, start, jump off the bridge, go at once and go to work and stop making excuses. Schedule it. That's as simple as what it is. It's starting. Every time we don't take action on the things that we want to do, it just piles up in the back of our brain and you're walking around with all of this stuff that's irritating you. I need to do this. 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 I didn't do this. And then the internet's making it worse. So then you see Sally and Sally's doing this and Sally's doing that and Sally's doing this. So now you really feel like cuss word because you're like, oh my God, when am I going to get it together? And God is like, Oh my you, I wish you would just start because I'm gonna meet you when you start, but you got to give me something to work with. You got to go at once, take action, and you're going to gain. You have to use the brain that I gave you because I gave you the brain for a reason. It's really, really smart. Repetition lets you learn everything. Just like we were learning in school to be quiet when the bell rings, to sit down and be not talking and only think about certain things. That was drilled in you through repetition. So the same way you learn that stuff that don't serve a lot of stuff, then you can learn the new thing that you're trying to do. You can't go to the gym today and then you wake up sore and now you want to quit. You have to keep going and build the habit of working out. You have to keep going and keep trying different food until you find food that you like and enjoy, and it's also fueling your body for the life that you want to live. So this is all about your mindset. This is all about your action. This is all about the story that you're telling yourself. This person got this all the same. They might have different values on their gold or the amount of talents and skills. But guess what? He could have took that one, turned it into two, turned it into four. It might take him a long time to get to this number, but he could get there because he's no different. They were all valued enough and given wealth. But it's what you do with what you've been given. The reason why that little song, my cousin, we were talking about that song, the cowboy song, gonna take my horse to the whatever the song is. I don't know it. I don't even like that song, not because of anything other than it's nothing I would listen to. That sounds like something for my 5-year-old, right? But, and I don't have a 5-year-old, I got, nephews. But my point is, I am always attracted to how did you get this song to be so viral? Because it's stupid to me, but whatever. I looked at it and I was like, I looked at what he did. He literally got 3 hours of sleep, and he said he DM'd people on Twitter and on Instagram, and he was like, I am determined to make this. Something's going to get famous. Somebody's going to hear something. I don't care what it is. I'm just going to keep making stuff, and somebody's going to hear it. He said he would have headaches because he only was getting 3 hours of sleep, and he was sleeping on somebody's floor, but he decided that it was happening and that it was done and that he was going to do everything he could. At once, he worked so he could gain. That's what he did. And so that's why everybody knows the song. Grown folks running around here doing it. Like, that's why. I think that's brilliant. And I think that speaks to he used his Wi-Fi and his cell phone data plan. So he didn't have resources. He didn't have any money. He used his mind and he doubled up. So we have no excuse because we have access to everything. Like, at the end of the day, that's a shame on me story because I'm a musician. Why am I not staying up 3 hours a night, blah, blah, blah. Listen, this is what it takes. And so I'm inspired by that story because there's nothing that I can do besides say, wow, what's my excuse? What is my excuse? This kid didn't have no money. He was sleeping on his sister's floor, borrowing stuff and struggling and having headaches and pain for a very long time, but he was determined to get the outcome. And nothing happened until he started. And he said, I'm going to use the internet because it's free. So what is our excuse? Yes, ma'am, changing my mindset. Yes, ma'am, yes, yes. Look at all the yeses. What is our excuse? That's what I had. Come on now, we listening. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we are. That's what, like my daddy always said me, that's where I'm at with that. And that's basically saying, and that's it. That's where I'm at. If you ain't talking about this, I don't want to talk. What you talking about? Are you starting? Are you getting? I don't want to hear any conversations. And people hide from me. They always say, well, I know you're going to be like, so why are you comfortable in discomfort? Why is that okay? What in the cuss words? Like, what? It makes no sense. Get uncomfortable. At what point are you going to just be okay with status quo? Like, or at what point are you going to stop being okay with like the stuff that's happening? God is not going to come and blow your mind. Well, all this stuff that people say, like God is going to come give you more with your bad habits. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What gets blessed is what gets taken action on, work put in. Like Oprah said, what gets blessed is when you're prepared for the blessing. What grows is because you were prepared. You stepping on my toes. Sorry. Y'all, it's tough love, but we got to live like this. Like, what else are we doing? Like, what else are we doing? So listen, there's something that let me just take a temperature in the room. What's something that you know you want to actually start on? Write it down. What's something that you actually know you want to start on? Let's make this tangible. Now, the way the story ends, for those of you who don't know it, after a long time, homeboy comes back. So remember, he left, and they had all free will, by the way. They all had choice. So all this, God's gonna change it. You have a choice. God couldn't even change the children of Israel's mind. They was getting miracles day in and day out. Don't mean nothing. They still was ignorant. Okay? So there's something that you're supposed to be starting on doing. You keep hearing it in your heart, but you're not starting. And it's actually pissing you off, and it's making you hate on other people. When people be sitting up hating on other people, I'm like, I know in the past, if I've gotten mad about something, it's because I'm convicted that I didn't do it. I didn't show up. Whatever. I'm hating on me. I might be hating on you, but really I'm hating on me. So how about I'm not going to have a conversation and judge you, because really I'm judging me, because there's something in me that is just irritated that I'm not doing it. See, and we don't start because of judgment. He was being scary. He was having a lack mentality. He was being completely whack. He's scared to lose the money. So he buries the money. Scared money don't make money. Here's the example. So let me tell you why. Here's what happened. The master comes back. Remember, master gave them wealth and then he left. He already knew what they had the ability to do. So that's another slap in the face. I knew you could do and you didn't do. Ugh. So let's see what happens to the people who did do. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts. Whew. This is the thing that really convicts me every single day. If God comes back today for your soul, okay, and the accounts were settled, meaning I'm going to look at what you did with what I gave you. God, dog, I almost threw this book. I'm going to look at what you did with what I gave you. How that checking out for you? How to make you feel right now? I don't know about you, but it makes me feel like I need to hurry up and stop playing games. And not hurry up and start doing a bunch of ignorant stuff. No, look at what I've been doing that's not in alignment and get it in alignment, right? So, and everybody has a different path. So you don't need to look at what I'm doing, what you need to be doing. That's the whole point of this storyline. This master comes back to settle accounts, meaning I gave you something. What did you do with it? Were you expecting something for nothing? Were you just living in lack and fear and scarcity? You know how many church people literally can't pay their bills because they're living in fear and lack and scarcity, which is completely opposite of what God is. But you in church every Sunday, shouting, speaking in tongues, throwing sheets, casting out demons. They coming right back because you're doing this right here. Ouch. Hate me or love me. It's just what it is. So here we are. The master comes back and he like, what's up, y'all? I gave y'all wealth. What you do? Let's check out boy number one. Let's see what you did. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought back the other 5. The master said, Master, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. See, when God checks me, I want to be like, Lord, you know what? You gave me this, this, and this. See what I did? That's what I'm trying to be like. I ain't really got nothing else to talk about. That's what we should be like, okay? The man who received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master said, you entrusted me? Look what I did. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You see so many pastors and people at church saying that, spitting all over the mic. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Everybody shout, woo! And you go home and you see a business opportunity and you're scared, so you don't invest. You go home, you don't have anything, and you say, you know what? I got Wi-Fi. I'm going to create an online course, and I'm going to help people with this skill set. Like what? That's how you apply this. You get paid $1,000. You take 100 and you give it to the ministry that's blessing you. You give it to the person. You give it. All of that is implementing the word. You have an opportunity to show your character of Christ to someone. They do something dirty to you, and you, instead of doing what they do, you take the high road, and someone sees you, and they're like, how are you able to do that? Now you can tell them, because of what the word says I should be, because of who my God is. I don't got to fight that battle. That's kingdom living. All of that I just talked about is kingdom living. See, we like to talk about one part without the other. It's all of it. All of it. Well done, my good and faithful servant. We didn't even do nothing in the world. We just went to church. Ain't nobody did know nothing. Everybody's sick and dying around here and getting bigger by the second. And this is what we are saying, well done. What are you talking about? Get into the community and infiltrate with the kingdom business, with the kingdom character, because that will change the world. If we got our stuff together and we're better managers of the resources and skill sets and talents that were given to us, our character, which is Christ's character, will be into the community, which will make everything go better. Not going to church every Sunday. I'm not against going to church. Go, boo, have fun. What I'm saying is make sure your daily walk manages all of the things that have been entrusted to you, because going to church is one part. Yes, your inheritance is amongst the saints. I know you should be around the saints. I get it. But here's what we've done. We've taken that and just built this whole exclusive community, and the people on the streets, the people in the workplace, the people at the grocery store, you just better than them. You different than them. Or you're just not even paying no attention because you get from church and you just trying to figure out your life because it's too much, because we don't have the information. And information is not nothing unless you know how to put it in action and double up. That's how you help the community. That's how we grow. So what happens is you see people that are walking around in thongs telling people they could be successful, and that's why that's the majority. I'm not trying to be funny. It's just, I'm saying, like, if I had a child and the only thing that the majority of what my child sees is someone going like this, and then they come back on an interview and say, and I started from the bottom. I ain't have nothing, what I'm saying? I came up, what I'm saying? So my child aspires to be that because the Christians are broke. The Christians are talking about, I can't wear pants, instead of actually helping spread kingdom. Ouch. Ouch. And herein lies the issue. But I'm just trying to help us, the people who are like me, excited to take nothing and turn it into something. To take your wealth that was entrusted to you, London in the building. Because I don't know if you guys understand what's actually happening to the youth. Like the adults, sometimes I'm just like, y'all, you know what? Don't worry about it. Your brain is whack. But what's happening to my nephews is what's successful, the holy people are poor, and the people who promoting who knows what, just leave it to your imagination. That doesn't make sense. That's crazy. That's why people confused. That's why people ain't trying to read the Bible is not sexy. I don't know. I guess I am on one. I don't even know why. I don't even know why. It was just in my heart. So here we are. Pulling cards. Wow. Drop knowledge. Make something out of your gifts and talents. Yes. I never thought to teach an online course with a talent. Yes. Glory, you own one today. Yes. Starting a YouTube channel. Yes. Okay. Some of you guys want to start a YouTube channel, write kids books, increase your social media presence. What's up, Ladonis? Got to start and keep going. Exactly. A lot of times we start. I've started and stopped. I get it. Like I'm only talking about everything I say is with conviction from my soul and my life. So you're going to catch me trying to do the same work I'm telling you to do. I am not teaching from the mountaintops, boo. Okay. So let's be clear. Let's be clear. Oh, I did ask y'all a question. What y'all want to start? The energy today is definitely on point for me. You got to read my status, sis. I got to check it out. Right. Mad at self. Time to take massive action. Yes. That's the only way. Tony Robbins teaches that all the time. Massive action. And every course I've ever taken, anything about goal setting, Brian Tracy was my first person that really helped. I mean, like literally just made me just decide. Like after reading his information, I said, you know what? I'm going to do everything this man say. And it was all about deciding and starting and tracking, and watching how you're talking and knowing that your mind is the key to everything. And so the Bible tells you to renew your mind all the time. And so in order to get away from this scarcity, fear, I'm going to go bury my wealth and talent. Burying your wealth and talent means that you're just sitting on your hands. There's something you can help people do. You're not helping them do. Not giving your tithing, not doing, you're just literally burying what was given to you. Like you're just not even, you can play the piano and you ain't doing nothing with it, right? So like you're not doing anything with any of the skill sets that were entrusted to you, with any of the money that was entrusted to you. Some people have money. Some people were born rich and they don't got nothing to do. They have no purpose. They're miserable because they're not taking that money and applying it in a way that like furthers the kingdom, right? You have all these that fulfills their soul. You are supposed to be prosperous and happy and joyful. Things are gonna happen, but like what? You have to go at once, put the work in, and gain something. If the work you put in doesn't help you gain, what do? Do you quit? Yes or no? No, you just go change the work that you put in and you keep going until you see results. And so you have to have a way to track and measure that. You have to have a way to pay attention to what's actually happening. You have to assess what's been given to you, because what this thing said is that the master gonna come back and check and see what you've been given. Okay, so God's gonna look at whatever, even your sour stories, even me with domestic violence, even me being adopted, that was given to me. That was a gift from God. How God knows who he needs me to reach. So everybody don't got no story like that, but the people who do, that's a gift. You overcame it. There's a power in that. And that is going to help other people overcome and break through. But your job is to cultivate and to really enhance what's been given to you. I got to learn how to articulate. I had to learn how to get through it and then articulate the win so that someone else can know that you're worthy because God says you're worthy. So you don't have to put up with anything that degrades you. You don't have to take any of that. And it's all under the decision. And then the action, you go at once and take action. I went at once and got out of that abuse situation at all costs. I said, if this costs my life, that's okay, but I'm done. And I made up in my mind. I talked about this yesterday. Some of y'all got YouTube. If you watching this video, you just saw my video yesterday, quit asking me about that Whitney Houston. Y'all missed the whole point of the video. The point of the video is that in that moment, obviously I'm not the hologram. Duh. If I was a hologram, I would have just said I'm the hologram. I said in that moment when God asked me, what did I believe it was possible? I was uncertain because of what I'd experienced in the past, meaning it was not a yes, I can do this. It was a I don't know because last time it didn't work. And so I believe that's why things shift. When you're not completely certain, because I should have said yes. And even if they said, thank you, man, we don't need you, trusting that this is this or something better, because that's just the way that God works. God is infinite. God's possibility is endless. And I don't need to know the how. So a lot of times we're not starting because we're too busy worried about how. We're too busy being scary. You got me fired up launching my first online course. Now I'm designing another. I love it. And the whole thing is like using what's in front of you, you guys. That's the whole purpose, like making sure that God's given you something and you need to go forth with it and stop waiting. You know, I was at the hair show. Can you imagine? I was at the hair show Sunday, Monday. And to think, I didn't even know the guy, the lady who puts the show on. I met the guy. I did a class at the show like a couple years ago. I didn't know the guy. I'm thinking I was going to see him. He's dead. Rest his soul. I didn't know he passed away. Like, look at what he started for the community, and he's not there anymore. And now his wife is carrying it on. Like, wow. Like, I was thinking about the fact I was with 3 people the other day, and it was 4 of us. One person died. You literally look around, and it's like, man, people you don't know your day and time. So to actually think about the master came back and he started to settle the accounts. That means that he looked at what he gave them and he wanted to see what they did with it. I'm just saying. So you don't get to, like, I don't get to skip that. I believe I think tithing is just a universal law. Do you believe tithing is just for the church? No, because what about the people who are just not in church? Not because of nothing other than they just not in the church right now. Like sometimes I'm traveling all over the world, and I just think that you can tithe in multiple ways. I think the principle of tithing with money, God doesn't need our money. Nobody got that. Money is universal, like it's everywhere. God doesn't need your money. It's the principle of taking a percentage of what was given to you and giving it away, knowing that God is infinite and he's your restorer and he's your source. And as soon as you gave it, it's going to return back to you tenfold. That's a mindset. So I believe that you can tithe in financially, of course, is like the giving. But I also think that if I'm given, anything, I can take a percentage of that and give it, knowing and believing that God will restore, 10 times whatever I gave. Whether it's like my cousin needed a phone, I gave her an iPhone, right? Because I know that I'm gonna get whatever back. Like, it's just, you give clothes. Maybe you have food. Giving is universal. I think giving is necessary, and I think giving is a mindset, because if you practice giving, then you are not going to. It's kind of hard to live from a lack scarcity mentality if you instill the principle of tithing in your life. And so for those of you, the easy way to say it is like, you get $100, you give $10 to the ministry that blesses you, right? Because I'm grateful for the blessing. I'm grateful for whatever that's doing in my life. And I trust and know that God's going to 10x that money right back. As money goes out, money comes back in. Lord, this is just me practicing the principle that you're my source. And so even if even if a bill was due for $106 and you get $100 and you give, $10 or $20, whatever's in your heart, you're saying, God, I know that you're my provider. This is a principle. It's the invisible stuff that people don't like to do, because the human brain is going to say, no, you only have $100. Why you have to pay this bill? But there's a story also in the Bible about a woman who gave, and it was even more powerful because it was all she had. Like, it's the principle of it. So I wanted to know, was there more people like that? That's just my opinion. I could be, somebody will probably argue me on that. I ain't no preacher, and I'm not whatever. I'm just telling you about my life experience with God and, the Bible as what I'm looking at. Thank you for putting the fire under me. You're welcome. Starting a podcast. Yes. I love it. So here's the deal. In this story, let me finish it up and we're done. In this story, the master replied, well done, my good and faithful servant. He said that to person number one and person number two, because both of them said, hey, you entrusted me with 2. I went and got 2 more. You entrusted me with 5. I went and got 5 more. Now, let's get to homeboy. So the man who received 1 bag of gold, verse 24, Matthew 25, verse 24, Master, he said, I know that you're a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathered where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid, and I went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here's what belongs to you. And the master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. You knew that I harvest where I've not sown and gather where I've not scattered seed. Basically, he like, I come up and I collect on all possible ways, which his character is very questionable and interesting. But guess what? These 2 people didn't look at his character. They just did the principles of getting to work at once and doubling up. But he said, you're whack, basically. Verse 27, well, then you should have put the money on deposit with the banker so that when I return, it would have received interest, which implies that he was gone for a long time. So he said, at the least, you could put my money in the bank. Okay. Homeboy went to the market and did business. He told him, you could have just went to the bank and put the money in the bank, and at least I would have made something. But you're lazy, you lack mentality, you're scary, and so you didn't. And so here we are. And so here's your punishment. Ouch. So a lot of times we're suffering in life because of what we're living out of this energy of homeboy. He says, so take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10. So people are being blessed. Who's being blessed because your lack of doubling up? Come on, somebody. Share this stream and don't keep it to yourself. Who's being blessed because he's thinking like a slave? Okay? The master look, he don't care about nothing but expanding his kingdom. God does not care about nothing but expanding his kingdom. And so a lot of times, I was talking to somebody the other day. They were like, I've been praying and crying and all on the floor. I said, see, that's the wrong way to pray for what you're talking about, because it has nothing to do with that. You simply need to go at once and put the work in, and you're going to gain. The prayer is dumb because that God, what do you think? The guy can't? Like, what are you up here crying and slobbing? The reason you're struggling is because of your mismanagement of the resources that were given to you. So now you just decide to manage well. And the prayer is, God, show me how, show me the book, show me the person, show me the coach. You know what I'm saying? Show me what I did wrong. And then I'm going to do the work, because you still got to do the work. God can show you something all day, but if you don't actually match, then it's just all dumb. It's all like a waste of our energy and time. The master gets pissed because the servant has taken what he's given, and he was given according to his ability. So he had every ability to make something happen. Okay. Obviously, the master knows, look, you could take this and double up. Okay. But he didn't. He was too scared to take risks. God is wanting us to demonstrate our faithfulness by taking what he's entrusted with us and putting it to work at once. That's the moral of this story. That's the moral of this story. We're going to keep talking about this. We're going to keep talking about this because there is that's a way of living. That's a way of living. When you get something, you give, you double up, you invest. How can I invest? I'm like, man, and all I've been telling everybody is like, learn from my mistakes. Like I tell you guys about all my tax stuff because it sucks when you wake up and you're sitting on stacks of money on a Tuesday, on a Monday, and then on a Tuesday, all your bank accounts are wiped out because of simple negligence, not using what was given to you, right? And being smart and preparing and investing and putting people and systems in place so that you can grow and enhance the kingdom. Who fails because I'm not playing big enough? Who doesn't get whatever God has given me to give them if I'm not whatever? Like what? Your struggle is costing people. So that's the message, my friends. And I have to go work out because it's time to take mine. What other social media are you on? I would love to follow you. YouTube, everything at Lakeisha Michelle, Facebook and Instagram. I really Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Those are the main three that I pay attention to. Yes. I love it. Don't. Do you believe in tithing? Is it? I already answered that. Thank you very much. So here's the deal. I keep telling you guys, going at once and actually working. Okay, putting in some work, figuring out what you don't know. Stop living into this I don't know and I'm whatever. That's all. That's crap, you guys. That's crap excuses. Because is everything on Google? Yes or no? Let me see in the comments. Is everything on Google? Yes or no? Let me see in the comments. It's really about the skill set of goal setting. Like here's taking what you have, knowing the outcome. We know the outcome, right? And then we work backwards and we go to put in the work. Matthew 25:14-30. That's what we were reading from. Matthew 25:14-30. But you take the outcome, you stick it up here. Homeboy knew the outcome. He knew the outcome. I got to go double up. He went with a mission and he went at once. There's no more studying you need. It's so funny. I looked at one of my affirmation cards today. One of my affirmation cards says, I am one with infinite intelligence, meaning God. I am one with God. I know everything I should know on this subject. Like there ain't nothing else you need to go study. All this studying is getting folks pissed off and not in action. That's why we're doing the Start Boot Camp. So you can take that lesson, go double up, take the outcome. What can I do at once? What that means is that I'm not going to go and try to buy a camera before I start my videos. Everybody comes to me with this ring light and camera story. What's your ring light? Who cares? Use Jesus's light. Start at once making a video that you feel you should make. And knowing that you're going to get better over time. But stop waiting on some excuses. Stop waiting on, I started doing hair with no license. Because I don't care. What they going to do? The license is government. They want to just be able to tax me. That's what they pay for. Can I do hair? Yes. Can I go get some clients? Yes. Will I get my license? I'm working on it. I was already, I was in action. I knew what the date was. I got to go get my license, but I also had to pay bills. So I was like, why am I not going to do hair? Because I can do it. The end. I started. And then I just happened to go to a place and the guy was like, I was like, look, I don't have my license yet. He said, don't worry about it. Boom, got in. I didn't even have money for booth rent. It was $200 for booth rent. I didn't even have that. But I said, I ain't going to sleep until I make it. So guess what? I went at once. I put in the work, built a 6-figure business doing hair. Why? Because I went at once and put the work in. And I knew that I was going to get my paperwork. I knew I needed the money. I already had the skill set. I could start right now. If I just start and stop trying to be worried about some earthly rules, okay? I'm going to follow the rules, but in a minute. Not right now. I can't follow them rules right now. See, some of y'all are too busy worried about some rules and some qualifications that don't matter. Who cares? I started everything before I ever knew some rules. I didn't know you weren't supposed to buy one ways to countries and stuff like that. Did that too. Because I don't know when I want to come back. I'm going to come back when I feel like, what if I get over here and want to stay for a little bit? I don't know. They was like, ma'am, you're not supposed to do that. They normally stop people. I said, I ain't never been stopped. Because I go at once. And there's never a wrong move. Not starting means that you believe that there's a wrong move. So if you believe that, there's a wrong move, then you're not going to start. And there's never a wrong move because my wrong moves give me the right move, meaning that it was never wrong. It was just, a little sideways. All right, cool. Let's get back. Long as you learn the lesson and you jump right back into action. You have to be an action taker. I have a song called Act Like a Success. I dare you to go download it. Let me give it to somebody for free. What's the question I can ask? What's the question I can ask? Give the song to somebody for free. How many bags of gold did the master give the second person? Remember, there were 3 people. How many bags of gold did the master? If you already won this song, don't try to get another music card. How many bags of gold? The person is going to get this song for free. How many bags of gold? Okay, Don Jones just won. I mean, that's so funny. Your name is Don Jones. My dad, his name is Don Jones. I found you because you do hair. I watched one of your how-to videos, which made my hair fierce. Boop! All because I started a YouTube channel. YouTube literally sends me customers all the time. People still try to get their hair done, which I don't do hair for customers anymore, but I teach hairdressers. One of my courses, y'all follow the Instagram at Short Hair Bootcamp, right? But the funny thing is YouTube is what fuels people come from all over the world from YouTube because I decided to start imperfect to my Start Bootcamp. So pause, done. The way that you get this song is you go to my Instagram, instagram.com/Lakeisha Michelle, and literally go to my Instagram, follow me, and then send me a DM, and I'll give you the song download card. I cracked my screen, 2 days ago. And I think I'm gonna get the iPhone Max S, you guys. What do you guys think? I have 4 messages. Okay, let's see. So, doing it when we're done. Awesome. So let me tell you guys about the Start Bootcamp. Can I tell you guys about the Start Bootcamp? Yes or no? Let me see in the comments. If you don't want to hear about it, I mean, technically you just log out. If this bless your soul, please tell me because I love to see when this blesses your soul. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can I tell you about the Start Bootcamp? Sing my song, boo. Okay. What you like Life on Fire, Queen? My voice is kind of hoarse though. I think the appropriate song for this is Act Like a Success. Ooh. Can I tell you about the Start Bootcamp? I need to see some more yeses. Or I'll just send it out to my email list. Start Bootcamp, Start Bootcamp, Start Bootcamp, Start Bootcamp. So you guys, I see some yeses. Okay, so you guys, the quarter 3 is coming. So you guys know there's 4 quarters in a year. And I will tell you, most of the people that I talk to on email, on instant messages, y'all be sending me DMs on Instagram, which is actually, you guys, that's the quickest way. It's so easy to connect with you guys on Instagram DMs. But everybody's just waiting to start something, and you think you need another thing, and you just need you. So this boot camp is different in the sense of there's no core curriculum. We're going to go over beliefs and how to actually get the outcome that you desire from whatever it is that you want to start, whether it was a fitness routine, whether you want to start your online classes. Some of you guys are like, I can't afford your online class, which is $497. If you can't afford that, cool. You can jump into the Start Bootcamp, and you can literally, I'm live coaching everybody in the Start Bootcamp. There's limited seating because we're doing live coaching, daily trainings for 14 days straight. You can watch them on your own leisure, but it's all about figuring out what beliefs been holding you back, putting in the new beliefs, getting into massive action, and have this cute hustle diary that you guys are going to be able to download. And it's going to show where you can actually track what you're doing to get your outcome. And you're starting off your third quarter of the year with purpose, okay? With your clear outcome. You have a clear outcome, and you're going to go at once and get into work. So this is for the person who wants a coach while you're taking action on starting the podcast. I've actually started a podcast before. And I had a really popular guest, and it got spam, and GoDaddy couldn't retrieve it. Hilarious. But starting a website, starting a podcast, starting your online courses, starting live streaming. Maybe you want to actually practice doing videos and being seen and getting comfortable. This is a boot camp that's different from anything that I've done from the perspective of it's about my superpower is activating, like my friend said the other day, the CEO in me. Like it made you actually take action. And so I have a wealth of knowledge, and a lot of people are always talking about picking my brain. And that's nuts. You're not going to do that for free because I do that for a living. So this is a way that you can quote unquote pick my brain, and we'll work together for 14 days. And it's in a private Facebook group. The curriculum will all be mindset. So if you know you need to get a motivation kick and you want to be around a group of people, I do believe where 2 or 3 people gather together and everybody's working towards their goal, and the energy of the group is positive, and you're checking in, you're setting a goal, and then you're declaring it, you're decreeing and declaring it, and then you're taking action. And you have someone like myself. I literally can work whenever, work from wherever. I literally took nothing. I started my business in the negative and created a 6-figure salon business, and then created a side hustle that turned into 6 figures to take me from behind the chair. So the skill sets of building a business, the skill sets of being disciplined to freaking work out, right? Or organizing yourself so that you can actually grow your business. These are the type of conversations that we're going to have. This camp is going to be for the person who just needs to be in action and not take another long like module release thing. You're rocking with your girl for 14 days and you're staying in the energy of a starter. The average person is not starting because they feel judged, they feel stuck, they feel like they failed before. Yes, I love it. I love it. So it's going to be, so the link is on LakeishaMichelle.com. So let me give you guys that because everybody's like, what's the link? It's on LakeishaMichelle.com, and the boot camp is only 14 days and it's $47. 14 days, $47. The first information goes out on Friday. And my goal is that you go into Q3 with a clear outcome, clear how-to. So you're going to be able to share your outcome and your how-tos with me, the strategies that you're going to do to get there. And then I have a wealth of knowledge of marketing yourself on social media, of course, leveraging offline marketing, because some of you guys are waiting and you're not doing the things that you can do right now for free to get clients in the chair or in your business, right? My online business was built because I got people from outside. I didn't get them mostly from the internet. I went to events. I talked to people. I could talk to people at the grocery store, period. Like, I'm gonna talk to everybody. And I enrolled them into my social media and then into something that I'm selling online. All right. So if you know you want, I love it, Parable of Talents LLC. I love it, Selena. If you know you want a coach to support you in starting and sticking with what you're up to, because the accountability is everything. We can start a million things. If you don't have accountability, that's why we quit. If I don't blast myself out there, then I will just go quit. Because why? Who's holding me accountable? Who's holding me accountable? So this is a different type of boot camp, and it's for the person who you've been wanting to work with me. You haven't gotten into any other stuff, and you know honestly that you just need to stay in action, and you want to be able to achieve. And you've looked at the things that I'm telling you guys about: starting online courses, marketing stuff on social media, branding, right? The mindset. That's what you want to practice, and you want to be in a group of people who are practicing being go-getters, being achievers, and acting like the success they seek. Then you want to go over to LakeishaMichelle.com. The link is there to join, and there is a limited amount of tickets on there. We'll have a private Facebook group, and we'll meet daily. So daily, you'll get the energy. Daily, you'll get the quick trainings that you can do so that you stay in action. Cash App. If you want a Cash App, do the $ Lakeisha Michelle. And I've been doing Cash App now. Everybody like love Cash App. I'm down. So this is going to be super, super fun. I'm so excited. We're going to use my music, Act Like a Success, as the framework. And I actually have a lesson that you're going to use to map out what you're going to accomplish for Q3. And then we're going to map out your key activities. And then we're going, it's all mindset. It's all mindset. And it's going to just jumpstart you into the quarter. If you start this quarter doing the same stuff you did last time, I don't even want to talk. Don't talk. Just go away and just keep doing that, because that's how your life's going to be. I need people to take action. I'm calling myself out. This is how I think. This is how I jump into action. So that's what we're doing together. I'm going to actually take you guys behind the curtains as I up level. So that's what we're doing. If you know you want to rock with some action takers, some go-getters, and you want to stay held accountable to what you say you're going to accomplish over the next 12 weeks, then we're going to be together for 14 days to just get you in the energy, get you in the motion. You have me for coaching, so you can ask questions and get help on the spot. People are always asking me to pick my brain and asking me for all these different things. You guys, I'm a business. And so this is how you can play with me for 14 days in a group setting. It's going to be super, super fun. I will everything be on your website, or do you have to be on Facebook? You don't have to be on Facebook. Facebook is a private group. so that you can like stay in the energy of the other people. I think what sucks is when everybody tries to do everything by themselves in their own environment, because your environment is a reflection of your mind. So your people that you hang around and how you are right now is why you are where you are right now. So in order to grow, I know I'm in masterminds. I have people that I pay to be around, because if not, I'm going to always be like this. And this is not the end goal. I want to always grow. So if you do everything by yourself, that's why you keep getting the same results, because you're not around people that are thinking differently. And one thing I know for sure from teaching online for the last 2 years is that everybody keeps saying how much more powerful they were in action because of the online community. Because sometimes you just don't have the option to change things around you or find new friends right away. And so the lessons that I release, you'll be at a private membership, but the actual energy will be in the Facebook group for sure. And you can only get on Facebook group and go to that. Oh, I'm missing comments. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, y'all. My bad. So yeah. So true. It's true. It's so true, you guys. I have to go get around other people all the time. You can't do it. Entrepreneurs are really good. Or even if you're trying to start a side hustle and you work corporate, all that staying by yourself, studying is why you're the way you are right now. Period. That's just the way that it is. How you gonna do something different? It's the same environment, the same folk. They ain't doing nothing different. You ain't doing nothing different. You're gonna be stuck. LakeishaMichelle.com. Holla back. So right on, get in a community and grow. Yes. And so we start Friday, you guys, but there's limited seats. So take action. Go at once. All of this thinking, especially for $47. And then here's another thing. If you don't got $47, come hang with me for 14 days so we can triple that, double that, quadruple that, even more of that. Because it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. There's something wrong in your mind. And so we got to fix that. So this is the way you have to think. You have to think differently, you guys, period. Your mind is the key. And so it's going to be, I'm giving you guys audio training, songs, all kinds. It's just going to be a high energy for 14 days to start the quarter. I don't want to start my quarter with the same basic energy, and I would love to take you guys with me with what I'm doing. So I thought, how could I get you guys behind the scenes? You get access to some coaching. You can ask me questions. I wouldn't give you, like, I would just get, like, for those of you, some of the people that asked about it yesterday, you guys want to do online classes, right? You want to teach. And so I'm here to coach you on that. I'm not going to like give you the 1, 2, 3 how by steps, because it's all on the internet, but I'll definitely tell you where to go Google and research, and you can do it for free. It all, like, that's cool. Like, I don't care about that. I'm not tripping. Get it how you get it. So that's all. I'm fired up about this lesson. I'm fired up about the start camp, and I cannot wait to have all of you guys in it. In the meantime, that's it. If you have any questions, ask at LakeishaMichelle.com. Queena, I love it. Queena said, bye, let me go pay my fee. So I'll be sending you guys the link. First lesson drops on Friday. Have the energy of starting at once, no matter what it is, whether it's start camp or not. Freaking start and stop making excuses, because that's just crazy. It's crazy, and it's why we drive ourselves nuts. Holla back. Love you. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. For the shoes, right. We will get $47 for shoes. Why not for success? Yeah, it has everything to do with belief and mindset for sure. So I totally agree with what you're saying. You know, the people who normally should be investing don't, and the people who keep going up and elevating their life are the ones who do. And here we are. I love you guys for watching. I'll be back with more videos and more information on Start Camp. Peace out. Any questions, go to LakeishaMichelle.com. The chat is always open for any questions. Bye, guys.